it's Jo here from the Balanced Lunchbox, and today we're summarising the results of our Lunchbox review road tests. You'll remember that the first lunchbox we reviewed was the Systema Quaddy lunchbox, one with the 3 compartments at the top with the larger one containing a water bottle and a larger compartment for extra things down the bottom. Now you'll also remember that this lunchbox fared quite well in the lunchbox road test, with the only complication being that it opened up during the soccer test. So this lunchbox would actually be quite a good one for a less active child, or certainly for an adult. The second lunchbox we reviewed was the Pumped Duo 2 lunchbox. Now it fared really well in the criteria. It passed all of them with flying colours, and it's the one which had the large base and the water bottle in the top. Now even during the soccer test the water bottle didn't move, so this would be a great lunchbox for any active child, as well as anyone else of course. The next lunchbox we reviewed was this one, which was called the Zac, and it was a standard lunchbox. It didn't have any other accessories or any other parts other than the main lunchbox compartment, but it certainly fared very well for all of the road tests, with the exception of not passing the food safety one because it didn't have a lunch bag or a water bottle that mixed inside it. So if you can solve that problem by putting it in a lunch bag, this would be a good lunchbox for any child as well. Next we reviewed the Smash lunch bag that looked like a lunchbox. It was a nice rectangular shape, plenty of room in it, a water bottle on the side. It passed all of the internal criteria no problem. It just squashed a little when it was sat on or stood on, but otherwise it would be a good hearty lunch bag for most kids. Next we reviewed the Nude Food Mover rubbish-free lunchbox. Now this lunchbox fared reasonably well for the internal criteria, but it did sustain some damage in the soccer test. So this lunchbox would be suitable for an adult and possibly a less active sort of child, but keep in mind that during the day, if it is bashed around in the school bag and that kind of thing, it may sustain some damage. The next lunchbox on the list was the Pumped 3 lunchbox. Now this one had the main compartment, but it also had a water bottle down the middle. It fared really well for the criteria, with the exception of fitting in a balanced lunch. Because of the position of the water bottle and also the size of the lunchbox generally, it was a little bit of a problem with that criteria, but certainly this could be a good lunchbox for a younger child. And finally, our last lunchbox that we reviewed was the Lunch System by Smash. Looked a bit like this, and it had the containers inside it. This is actually a really great lunchbox for a small person. It had plenty of room, met the criteria no problem, and even survived the external lunchbox road test, but it just is a little bit limited with space. Because of all the little containers inside it, they limit it to 1 sandwich and also a small amount of snacks. So this would be an ideal lunchbox for a younger child, but possibly not for an older one. So there you go. There's our summary of our lunchbox road tests. So take your pick and choose which one that suits your needs best.